it's John T for the Boxing Voice chatting to Rachel Ball. How are you, Rachel?
I'm good, thank you. Just finished sparring, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, look, I don't really know where to start because I think probably a couple of months ago you wouldn't have thought you'd be where you are today. So tell us a bit about yourself and when you first took up boxing.
I'm 29, I'm from Warsaw. I'm a social worker by profession. I came over to boxing a few 3 years ago now. And that was after quite a successful and long boxing career, and I just wanted something new. It just felt like the right direction to go in, really, and it's going well, training hard, it's going well.
Well, it's going very well. So any of our fans that aren't aware, your next fight's for a world title. But before I come on to that, I just want to go back to your last fight because I think it was your first fight on TV. Yeah. You were in the bubble in Eddie's garden, and no one had really heard of you, Rachel, if you don't mind me saying that.
That's fine,
and obviously you beat the Golden Girl, which was Shannon Courtney, on a really good fight night. So talk us through what camp week was like, etc.
What camp was like?
Yeah.
You know what, it was lovely for me. You know, I got there. It was a bit stressful trying to get everything together. It's like, you know, packing for your holiday on top of a whole week's worth of food and your whole kitchen kind of thing. It was chaotic. So when you actually get there, you get to your room. So when you actually get there and get to your room, it's just nice to just chill out until your test results come out. And then the next morning, you go out your room and you feel like a naughty kid, like you're finally allowed outside. So and that's pretty exciting. But it was lovely, you know what, everyone was lovely at Matchroom, from like the security, from the camera crew and everything, so it was really, really lovely, really enjoyed it.
Excellent. Okay, so you obviously won, which is great. Before we come on to the next fight, have you got an agreement with Eddie Hearn, or who have you signed with?
So we're going to be working with Eddie. It's going to be like a fight-by-fight kind of basis, really. But I'm just grateful for the opportunities and really happy to continue working with them and with BCB, really, yeah.
Am I right in saying your day job, you're a social worker, is that right?
Yeah.
So I've done my homework correctly then, yeah?
Yeah.
So what happened after the fight? Last time you were on TV live, and then the following week you're back to work?
Yeah, back on Monday, I was back at work, yeah. They were just, because we have like a morning video call, and they were like, so, and I was like, hi, you know, just back to normal, really. To be honest, I started a new job a few weeks ago, and I was like, I don't know how to bring this into conversation about, you know...
Why, I've got a black eye on a Monday morning?
Yeah, I didn't know how to do it. So what I did was, on my Microsoft Teams background, there's a picture of what the drone took, a fight camp with me and Shannon in the ring. So I just put that as my background. And to be honest, only one person tweeted that it was like a boxing ring. My manager was like, what's that? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm into boxing. And he was like, so what's that behind? She's like, mixed martial arts. I thought, wow, you haven't got a clue. But yeah, you know, as long as they're happy and I get on with my job, I don't think they're too bothered, really.
Well, what a great way for an icebreaker on all these Teams calls where everyone's searching for something to do, right? I think no one can kind of eclipse what you're doing at the moment. Right, so your next fight, you're out on another Eddie show, which I believe is it November the 14th?
Yes, that's
live
right.
On Sky Sports. It's a ladies, well, I say ladies only, I'm not sure it is ladies only, but the top 3 fights.
Takeover, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, takeover's a good word. So they're all females, they're all Brits, and they're all fighting for world titles. So how does that feel?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I feel so honoured. Like, I'm in Sky, I've got like this picture, and there's myself, Terry, and Katie, and I'm like, oh my god, look at me, and I'm so close to it. Like, you just can't believe it. I'm so looking forward to meeting the other girls. And obviously Katerina, she was my former opponent, so I've been looking to see her again. She's a lovely girl. And, you know, obviously Ebanie's my mate, so I can't wait to meet her. But also we've got to Terry up in the ring as well, so it's going to be a really great week. I'm so excited.
You know what it must be? I've spoke to a lot of fighters recently when we've interviewed, and they all find it hard being behind closed doors and no fans. But for yourself at the moment, when you've just broke through, it's a bit. For me, it's a rocky dream. It's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
But you can't have your friends and family there. How does that feel?
You know what? You can't have your friends and family there. But for me, like the amount of support and messages and everything I get, like I carry them with them in my heart. Whenever I fought away from home, I carry them with me in my heart, and that's what makes winning away from home so much more kind of rewarding in a way. So it is what it is, isn't it? And you've just got to make the most of it. But I know everyone's with me back at home, and that's all that matters, really.
And this could be life-changing. You say you're working on a fight-to-fight basis. Obviously, if you win the next one, you're a world champion. Would it be, I mean, you might not want to say it because you just said you could start a new job, but would it be a consideration to maybe forget about the day job and just stick to boxing?
You know what, we'll see. I have to just take things fight by fight and see what happens. You know what? I've got to be grateful, really. You know, this year with the lockdown and everything, some boxers have struggled financially. There's no income and stuff. You know, their sponsors have struggled. So I'm really fortunate where I've had my stable income. So we'll see.
You're so level-headed, it's really good. Right, let's get on to the good stuff then. So who are you fighting on the 14th?
I'm fighting Ebanie Bridges from Australia.
Is she already in the country or is she in Australia?
She's still in Australia as far as I'm aware, yeah.
She's coming over specifically for this. Is the belt vacant or does she have it?
It's vacant at the moment, yeah.
It's vacant. And what do you know about it? Did you just say you were friends?
Yeah. So like me and Ebanie have been like chatting over Instagram for probably a couple of years now, and we've got quite a good friendship. So we've been on, because we get on so well. We've done like a few interviews together and everything. So it's funny because we did an interview for a podcast and we were like, so would you ever fight each other? And we were like, yeah, well, you know, it's business as. And we just carried on having a good laugh and a joke. And then we got the phone call that week, and I was like, you're joking? I couldn't even believe it. So, yeah.
I'm thinking I could be the director of this film, right? 2 months ago we didn't know you were. Now you're fighting for a world title against a friend you've never met. Normal pen pals meet up. You're just going to punch each other.
Yeah. You know what? We spoke. We said, you know what? We're just going to tear it up in there. We're going to give the fans what they want. We'll hug it out after. And I just said, you know, if I'm ever quoted or if things taken out of context of what I've said and it comes across disrespectful, I said, you know, that's not me. And she was like, yeah, that's cool, you know. So yeah, but we're good. But we're having a good laugh on Twitter and Instagram. So it's
I like it. I'll have to follow you and see the banter.
Yeah.
So how tall are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 5'9".
5'9", and you're fighting at bantamweight.
Yeah.
And how tall's Ebanie? Do you know that?
On box rec, she said she's 5'1".
5'1". So you got a big height advantage there.
Massive.
Well, I've just watched you sparring for a good few rounds there, and you look to me like a pressure fighter. You come forward. Is that your style normally?
You know, I'm just trying to just build on my last fight, really, and build off the weaknesses there and make those my strengths. Be more of a versatile fighter. So probably what you saw today was more like it's very much a learning spar. It's my first spar back. Got proper sparring and very light stuff, really. So it's just all about learning. It's all about learning, and then it'll all come together on the night.
Excellent stuff. Well, look, good luck to you.
Thank
if it's
you.
all right with you, when you've got that belt, we'll be straight on the phone and get you a video over Zoom the next day,
No
or we'll pop down again and see you. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries, thank you very much.
Cheers, Rachel.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.